Hey everyone, and welcome back to some more Pokemon Go leaks, including some massive things coming to the game, including bottle caps. Now, if you don't know what those are going to be incredibly good items, as well as remote Dynamax raids, as well as some other Pokemon coming to the game very, very soon. So let's just get into it. It's the weekly leak recap that I want to go through with you guys, so let's just go through it. There was a new data mine showing some important changes in the Game Master. As you can see, we have some small adjustments to the camera model and 3D scale of Centiskorch, Sizzlipede, Applin, Flappin, and Appletun. Now, I want to talk about this one more quickly than the other ones, because Centiskorch and Sizzlipede were actually just announced. So, that means Applin, Flapple, Appletun are not far around the corner, which I'm so happy with. I love. I absolutely love Apple, Flapple, and Appletun. They're some of my favourite Pokemon in the game. Also, Zacian and Zamazenta did get some nerfs. This was to be expected because those two would have been absolutely insane. They're still going to be insanely good. Here's the stats if you want to see them. Just letting you know. Also, before we go any further, make sure to like, subscribe, and also join the Discord, link in description or the comments. Now, we've got a new text update. We'll have a 100% IV transfer alert, so instead of transferring Hundos, you'll let know before you transfer it, so you can't quick transfer Hundos in the future. I believe this isn't in the game yet, so don't take any risks, still check for them. We've got the RSVP system. Now, I haven't been catching up with leaks. There's an RSVP system being worked on right now with a tutorial text saying, select a time slot whenever you take a future battle with other trainers. If you RSVP to a battle, you'll be notified when it's about to begin. So, essentially, another way of arranging raids, but in-game. So, it's kind of like Campfire, but in-game. Here's a cool thing to see. We've got assets updated for the following Pokemon: Paldean Tauros, Combat Breed, Paldean Tauros Blaze Breed, and Paldean Tauros Aqua Breed, and as well as Centiskorch and Mega Audino. Mega Audino looked horrible. I'll be honest, the shiny looks really, really bad, but Sizzlipede and Centiskorch, I'm a big fan of these Pokemon. I love these Pokemon, and as someone that knows their shinies from the original games, the shinies are way brighter in Pokemon Go, so they are way more worth it for hunting in Pokemon Go, but their shinies aren't going to come out for a long while. Right. This is a new data mine. So now, this was a previous part I wanted to go through now, the official data mine. This is only 3 hours ago now. So 3.53.0, so the brand new update. And we currently have had 3 new moves added to the version with Upper Hand, Behemoth Blade, and Behemoth Bash. Behemoth Blade, Behemoth Bash, we'll get more information of that in the future. I believe there will be an adventure effect, but we'll have to wait for that in the future. Now, will we have something to change the IV? There is a new field called Pokemon Bonus Stat Level for Pokemon, and this bonus can be individual attack, defense, and stamina. Now, eagle-eyed Pokemon fans know exactly what this is. Now, we do have some new location cards. These aren't very important. We've got all of the Osaka stuff, which I believe there's an event going on in Osaka soon. 4 interesting items. They are most likely related to IV changes, single stat increase and triple stat increase. And these are most likely to form changes: Resource Crown Zacian and Resource Crown Zamazenta. So this is a big leak in itself. Doesn't seem like much, but let's start with the IV changes overall. Single stat increase and triple stat increase. Single stat is most likely the normal bottle cap, that you get in the games, and the triple stat is most likely the golden bottle cap. Now, form changes, resource. We've already know that this will probably happen. I've theorized about this in a previous video. But Zacian and Zamazenta crown forms will most likely have some sort of energy-based thing with an adventure effect. Very similar to Kyurem and very similar to like Necrozma. Let's go through another thing. There is a new category for these IV change items called Stat Increase. So it's just adding on to what we know it's going to be. We've got 118 new event medals. None of them have any specific names, so we will have the names leaked in the future. I will make sure to cover that, don't worry. Just turn on notifications, you're not going to miss a single leak. They reported about weekly parties recently, and now we know what these weekly parties might include: reward Pokemon. So weekly parties, they've talked about them in the past, where there seems to be some sort of weekly, some sort of a party play event. If you want to do something special in a weekly party, so once a week you'll be able to do it, and you might get like way better rewards for doing it. We'll have to get more details about that in the future. In the game, there are several types of quests. Quest to unlock a Pokemon during unlock a Pokemon evolution, quest for party play, quest to walk and earn max particles as rewards. Now a new quest type has been added: Pokemon training quests. Maybe finishing this quest will increase a Pokemon IV. We still don't know. Personally, I can see this happening with Kubfu, but I'm not sure how this is going to go. So potentially, it might not even be bottle caps, although it's most likely going to be bottle caps because they can monetize that. Maybe we'll get some sort of Pokemon training thing, like in the background. The new type of conditions to complete a quest with trainee Pokemon attributes, and another that's most likely include DMAX and GMAX Pokemon with max Pokemon. This is really interesting. This kind of adds to the theory of maybe like a dojo sort of thing being added to the game. I'll have to look into that one. Alright, remote max battles. Let's have a look. A new notification type has been added. Remote max battle invitation. Very similar to the raid notification that you get. So when you get invited to the regular raid, you'll get that pop-up of being invited to a raid. Some people hate it, some people love it. Some people can just appear offline if you don't want to do it. But yeah, remote max battles. Now, don't get too excited about these. We're going to cover why that might not be amazing in a little bit. Right. When trying to use the item to train a Pokemon, there are a few possible error messages. Error, item not in the inventory, so obviously you don't have it. Invalid item type. Cannot be used on Pokemon. Invalid Pokemon. Error max stat level. Error invalid stat. And error surpassed limits of stats to train. Very, very interesting. But, here's another thing. The raids have a limit, and also max battles will have a remote limit. So, you know, that was to be expected. Let's get our hopes down for that. Changes in Pokemon forms might require specific moves, so it looks like something intended for Zacian and Zamazenta. This is just a random string of text added, but yes, like how Kyurem needed Glaciate to fuse with the special move, it will most likely be needed for Zacian and Zamazenta, so probably Behemoth Blade, etc, etc. Doing a raid or max battle with the RSVP system, something we mentioned earlier, might give you extra Pokeballs, which is cool, getting rewards for things like that. Now, here's the thing that I was kind of worried about. Let's have a look. For remote max battles, you will need the raid remote pass and the max particle. That is expensive. That is extremely expensive. Let's do the maths here, everybody. So, one remote raid pass is 195 coins right now, just one. A max particle pack is 150. So let's say we're trying to remote into a Gigantamax raid here, right? So 150 plus 195 is a very, 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 very hefty, extremely hefty. So for 345 coins. Wow. That is expensive. That is a lot. That is £3.50, $3.50 of your hard-earned cash for one Gigantamax raid. One Gigantamax raid. That's how much it costs currently. But they could obviously reduce the cost of remote raid passes or, I don't know, particle packs. But obviously if you already have max particles with you in your collection, then yeah, you'll be able to get it in just for the raid pass. But if you don't, and you want to keep going, you're gonna have to fork up some cash. Alright, here's another thing. Here's the final thing I want to talk about right now. Then we'll go back and talk about things a bit more in detail. So, in the Pokemon games, you can get hyper trained, where essentially you've learnt the best you can to that stat. Where essentially that Pokemon can no longer get any better for that stat, even if it's like not at the maximum. So, there is a new class in version 353.0 called Hyper Training Service, which most likely means that you can only get to maybe 16 attack, 16 defense, and 16 HP. We'll have to wait and see, but my personal theory is that the golden bottle cap will increase your IVs by 3, the regular bottle cap will increase your IVs by 1, of whatever IV you choose, and I believe that if you use this on a 15-15-15 Pokemon, a Hundo or a Shundo, it will become a 16-15-15 or a, I don't know, 16-16-16 if you use the golden bottle cap. Interesting. It's very interesting. I want your thoughts in the description because personally, there's part of me that hates this, obviously, as like a Pokemon Go purist. Like, I don't want to make a Shundo. The only thing I'm going to make is like a purified Shundo. And I still got slack for purifying my Ho-Oh to get a Shundo. Turning something into a Shundo? Eesh. That will be crazy because I currently have a Shadow Shiny 98 Dragonite and that'll be the first thing I use a bottle cap on. But like, honestly, it's exciting and also kind of nervous, because that's such a big step in the game, if you know what I mean. Now, if you're wondering if this is a big new Scopely thing, it isn't. All of these things being added to the files are obviously planned by Niantic beforehand, before Niantic obviously sold. So, it's the same team. It's the same team that are working on it. The only time that we'll see like an actual big difference is probably in a couple months. I think we'll see a big change in a couple months, but it's not going to be a negative one, I don't think. I think it'll be something different, but not something overly negative, because obviously the Pokemon Go team are working on it. So, overall, to summarize everything, Remote Max Battle coming soon. They seem really expensive. We will be getting all the Tauros soon. I can very easily see these being placed into eggs because they're a regional. Mega Ordino coming soon, most likely during a raid day. I'm going to skip that one. I'm sorry. I hate Mega Ordino Shiny. It looks so bad. And also, Behemoth Blade and Behemoth Bash, most likely a energy-based mechanic where you have to change forms with energy, but we already kind of knew that. So, let me know what you think about bottle caps in the description. So make sure to like, subscribe, join the Discord, link in the description, and in the comments, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.